with you? What is it?
Nothing.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Finding the One podcast. I'm Kelly.
I'm Natasha.
How you doing today? You on someone today? What's up?
Hey, it's end of month. I've been grinding at work and I'm done with it, so I'm ready. Let's go.
Good stuff. Proud of you.
Yeah.
I'm good. Looking at properties all weekend. You know what I'm saying? About to invest some more. About to do some things. You know what I'm saying? I got a bone to pick with the people though.
Why the people?
Because okay. You know, last week's episode was about, the husband who wrote in and talked about, being in a sexless marriage. Like he's doing all this stuff, but his wife won't sleep with him, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. But a few weeks ago, we had a topic about a wife who wrote a letter in talking about, the husband has had a mistress for 19 years, so on and so forth, right? Guess what? Comments flooded, supporting her. They going crazy.
Right.
They coming at me, right? No support for the man.
Oh.
No support. That's my bone to pick. Where all of the women who, why y'all didn't chime in to give, that husband some advice? Why y'all went so strongly opinionated on her not sleeping with him? Some of the foolish stuff on TikTok. One lady said that I'm starting to think that men get married women to have objects, for their pleasure and all of this. I'm like, stop it. I just think that it is part of the responsibility of both parties, not just the husband, not just the wife, to connect with each other. That's part of your ministry. You're supposed to sleep with your husband. And I said, that's the one cup only the wife can fill. Somebody took that as that's the only thing she could do. And I didn't say that. I said that is the only cup as like she under the covenant can do. She does other things, but nobody else can do that for him. You know what I'm saying? Like if he's a man of God, if he's under the covenant.
I think it's just the women are standing behind women because not me as a woman, but us as women, like we go through so much with men. Like so many men are out there are doggish, like, and they just after one thing. So I think that's just the reason why people are, behind the women and like putting men down. But I'm not saying I agree.
Wait, I don't think that you agree, but women say that as if there's not women out here that's dogging men, right?
That's true. There's some out there, yeah.
Now, I'll say this. I feel like it is the man's responsibility. It's our responsibility to start changing that narrative and start becoming more men of God and men after God's own heart.
Right, and there's not a lot of men out there like that. Like, it's slim pickings.
I mean, I agree with that part.
Okay.
This is what I'm saying, but don't make it one-sided. Don't make it like there isn't women out here that's dogging men out as well, which we got some questions coming up. These going to be some topics. We're going to put some more women out there who are dogging men because y'all seem to think that it's all men. I know that, a lot of us, because of what we saw, you know what I'm saying? Because of, what we taught our uncles, how many girlfriends you got, and, you wasn't a man unless you were sleeping with multiple women and stuff like that. So those are things we had to unlearn, right? Once we became, once we came to Christ and changed and all of that. But I just don't want the picture to be painted like, all men are dogs and that we're the only one out here dogging people. There's a lot of unhealed, unhealthy women that are damaging good men. And you wonder where these good men are. A lot of them, they've been hurt by women too. So it goes both ways. That's the only thing I want to say. So my rant over with that. Yeah. But yeah, I feel strongly about that.
Yeah.
Send my brother some love who reached out and wants some advice about, what he should do. All right, y'all flood them comments. All right, but today we got we got a question from.
Talking about me on one, I'm on something. He on something. Like dang.
We got a question. You got pulled up. We got a question from a young lady, and the topic for today is: should you spin the block like Ashanti did? That's the topic. Should you spin the block based on her question, right? Like, should you spin the block? Should you spin the block like you did?
Should you spin the block?
You spin the block. That's
wow.
how we got back
Okay.
together. Okay, Shanti.
Let's talk about the question. All right, and thank you so much for the question. We're going to keep this anonymous, but continue to send in your questions and comments. Here we go. I'm a 47-year-old woman, never been married, honestly, I'm tired of being alone. I recently ran into my college ex. Wow. We broke up back then because he cheated. And he's now saying he's grown, changed, and wants to reconnect. Part of me is curious. Part of me still remembers the hurt. And another part is like, girl, your clock is ticking. Should I give this old flame a second chance this late in the game? Am I crazy for considering it? No. I'm going to talk on this one because he said I spun the block or whatever.
Right. Now you see what I said. Should you spin the block like Ashanti did? She's about mid-age. She's about our age.
Right.
Clock ticking. Shanti spent the block, got, pregnant by Nelly. They got married, the whole nine. So sometimes spinning the block can work out. But go ahead. You talk. What you got?
I get what you're saying about part being curious because if he hasn't changed, it's going to be the same thing. But I mean, if you can see fruit and you prayed on that and see like that he's changed, because like I said, I went through it with this one. I did not want to go back into the same thing with him doing the same thing, cheating and lying and just manipulative and just crazy. So I mean, if you can see some fruit and see some change, why not? Like, try to rekindle that and see because I mean, if you loved him then, like, you still have that love. Why you say that?
I said,
okay. You still gonna have feelings and love is deep down in there. So, I mean, watch as well as pray. Like, all I say is pray and test it out and see. And then,
We'll test one out.
Not testing all of that, no.
Taste and see? That's how you talking about?
Taste and see that the Lord is good. No, you better taste on the Lord. But no, I'm saying, you can talk and, rekindle some things and see, like, you don't have to, just jump at it and get in bed and all that stuff. But, I mean, I really feel strongly like you should rekindle and see where it goes. Okay. Why are you looking at me like that?
Man, I'm just letting you talk. I can't let you talk.
Yeah, but you like,
No, I agree. Once again, we forgot to give our disclaimer. Listen, these are just our opinion.
Yes.
Thank you for sending the question in. And if you don't know this, our opinion is biblically based in what we believe in. We believe in Jesus Christ and doing things according to the Bible. So this is what I'm going to say. I would say take it slow. Like, take it slow. Ignore the clock, right? Take it slow and make sure you're in communion with the Lord. Make sure that you're praying and you're asking the Lord versus asking the opinions of others, right? Because remember, you prayed. No matter what she felt, she loved me, she wanted to be with me, but she prayed for an answer from the Lord before she agreed to rekindle with me. But I just say take it slow. Like Tasha said, there's nothing wrong with, going on some dates, getting to know him and taking your time. Because it's easy to pretend for a short period of time. Give it time, you find out who a person truly is. When you agree? Because like at the beginning, I felt like Tasha had a wall up. She was waiting for, okay, when is it going to go back to how it was.
Yeah.
And thank God it hasn't.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
you
did
speak
have
to
that
that.
wall up. Like I said, I knew what I had been through and came through before, and what he had what he had done while he was out there and stuff. And I'm like, he ain't gonna change. Like, I know he say he loved the Lord, he does this, he does that, but to know that he truly, truly saw and turned around, like, that was amazing. Like, I mean, he rebaptized. He didn't just go down and say he got baptized. Like, when he rebaptized, like, all of that was going away. And he came up a new person, like, and it hasn't gone back. Like, I've watched and tried to push some while we married, and still nothing has flamed it.
Wait, you tried to push me?
Not like push you, but I mean, like, some things that I had done in the past, like when I flooded the basement, like that would have been a thing. Like, you just went crazy and like.
Yeah, we talked about that in the last one.
But I was giving examples.
So wait a minute. Besides mistakes, what have you done to test to see if I'm going backwards, or if I'll go back, or if
I'm not saying that I've tested at that. I'm just saying, like, your attitude and how you approach things. Like, I wasn't saying like that I pushed you, like I was out doing something and seeing what you would do about it or whatever. Just like your attitude and your heart, like how you look at everything, the whole thing.
Yeah.
So that's what I was saying.
That's amazing to me too, because I mean, be honest with you, I've changed. My perspective on life has changed. My perspective on everything has changed, and I think it starts with having peace and within myself, and continuing on that healing journey, and looking at things for what they are, and not what I wish they could be. Does it make sense? It's like Paul said, I have learned how to, be content in whatever season that I'm in with the Lord. And most people leave that part out when the next scripture says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Not just things that you want to do. Like, a lot of people use that scripture with, oh, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. People apply that a lot of times to what it is, things that they want to do. Or they're trying to hype themselves up to do. What about the things that you don't want to do? What about when it's time to sit down? What about when it's time to clean up a mess of your spouse? What about when it's time to be still and wait on the Lord? Can you do that through Christ? Is he your strength then? And I'm grateful that I'm growing in that. And like you said, it's just a peace, and there's a calm. There is there's a growth. There's wisdom, And I understand, the older that I get, the more I understand the scripture, don't cast your pearls before swine. Meaning, it is a waste to try to give somebody wisdom and knowledge that you have attained if they don't want it.
Right.
Because they're just going to cast it out.
Right, it's going in one ear and out the other. Like, it's not.
It takes more energy giving it to you and you don't really want it versus, waiting for someone who really wants it. What's up, everybody? I'm Kelly.
And I'm Natasha.
Listen, we are now accepting dates for marriage and relationship workshops, trainings, and panels. What are some of the topics, baby?
Yeah, topics including but not limited to are restoring trust after infidelity, communication, restoring the intimacy, becoming one, how to win in your finances, before you say I do, and are they the one?
Listen, this is perfect for churches. This is perfect for conferences.
Yeah.
This is perfect for marriage and couples ministries. We would love to come visit you and be a part of your next event or your special event. All you need to do to get locked in with us, see if a date is available, send us an email at admin@kellyandnatasha.com, or just go to the website kellyandnatasha.com. We would love to be a part of your next event.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Somebody was talking to somebody that a family member that I help a lot, am helping, and they said to me, I appreciate all that you do for me and my name and how you put me in position to do this and to do that. And just thanking me. And I was like, how you thank me and show your appreciation is that you do it. You apply the things that I share with you. You take action on the opportunities that come your way. That's the best way that you can show me that you appreciate it, right?
Right.
I don't know how I got on that rant. Maybe
I was
somebody
going to say,
needs to
so
hear that.
let's back it up.
I think somebody I felt like preaching. Let's see. No, but no, you're right. It's like it's gonna take time to see the fruit, and I say forget about the clock. Like forget about your clock.
Yeah, and other ears, others people talking. Like you have to truly see what you want. Like not letting anybody else hinder you. Like if I would have listened to the people that was telling me like no, you don't want to go back to that. Don't. Yeah. Who does that? Who goes back to their ex-husband and da 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 da. So I mean, don't
Where
listen.
would your life be?
I don't really know.
Do you think you would be? No, just think about it. Do you think you would be as happy or in the place that you're in now?
I don't think so. I don't know. I can't speak on it because I don't know.
Yeah, I know I wouldn't, and how I know is because of all of the things, that we are to each other, and how everything about us fits. And I was thinking about you. I think it was yesterday. I was thinking about like I'm grateful that your presence is peaceful. Does that make sense? It's like, I don't know if you've ever been around people who they don't have a pleasant presence. That'll preach. Do you have a pleasant presence? Meaning, I don't feel like I have to go out every day and work all day and wrestle with the world and wrestle with thoughts and wrestle with clients, customers, and then me and you come together. I don't feel like I have to wrestle. Like I have peace and we have peace.
Right.
And I was just grateful for your presence. Does that make sense? Like I don't ever feel like I got to perform in your presence. I can just be, and I can let my guard down. What? What's funny?
Just thinking of sometimes you being in your presence and getting goofy and.
Yeah, cause I need that. Like I need that when it's time to wind down and whatever. I need that outlet sometimes. Like people don't know that I'm goofy or I play around or something, but I can be that and do that with you. You know what I'm saying? And we have fun. Like we genuinely have fun and enjoy each other's company. And then, like I said, we ain't fighting, we ain't arguing, we ain't irritated by nothing. There's nothing you doing that's making me mad, and vice versa. You not, we may joke around or say, why don't you do that? Like you said, why don't you close the curtains? And I'll say something smart back. I don't even know what I say back, but it just be stuff like that. But it's never no beef or never no stuff. It's never, oh my God, I don't want to come home. Or it's never, I gotta go in here. Or I'd never feel that. No,
I'm excited to come home. Like after a long day's work, I'm excited to just come home and be like, oh, what we eating? What we doing? What we got going on? So yeah, I feel that peaceful and presence.
Let's go through her thing one more time. Let's break it down.
I was going through it through my head. I think
let's break it down. Let's go through each part.
I'm a 47-year-old woman, never been married, and honestly, I'm tired of being alone.
Right, pause. Don't let your loneliness get you in a situation God didn't call you to. Like, we were talking about gratitude. I was telling her about gratitude, and I was just going down the list of, you got people who are skinny, want to be bigger.
Wow.
You got people who are bigger, want to be skinny. You got people who married, want to be single. And you got single people, want to be married. Like, be grateful for what state that you're in right now, right? And don't allow loneliness to get you in a situation that God didn't call you to be in.
Right. This is your season. I recently ran into my college ex.
Mm-hmm.
We broke up back then because he cheated, and he's now saying he's grown, changed, and wants to reconnect.
Pause. Like read a little bit and then pause. Now he could have changed. He could have grown. You need time to see that. And I as a man, I would say don't sleep with him because that's going to taint your vision and not allow you to see the red flags. It's going to bring back all of the nostalgia. It's going to reactivate that soul tie. It's going to reactivate all of those things. If you legit are wanting a husband and wanting a life, in alignment with God, like go the distance and see where this goes and see how serious he is, see what his fruit is, and ask God for a yes first, right? You agree?
Mm-hmm.
And if he's serious about you, he'll put a ring on it, and you'll find out if he just want to hit. Part of the second time me and her tried to reconcile, we wasn't ready. Like neither one of us had done no work. We just hadn't done no work. I just remember I was thinking about that because we was talking about Vegas. We wasn't ready. It was such a blur.
Yeah.
And it was just like
Still a blur.
like what was we doing? Because you know what I mean? It was just a mess, right? I think there was still this soul tie and this attachment. And as you can see now we're together. So we were supposed to be together, but we hadn't done any work yet. You agree?
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm trying to think, like, if that time that I had alone was just pulling it, like, I'm ready to go back to this because I'm tired of being alone. I want to be with somebody. So, I mean, just take the loneliness as your season
And somebody familiar because it's safer.
yeah.
Like, are you wanting to go back to him because you're familiar and it's safer?
Well, that's why I was just thinking about this, the familiarity of them being together before in college, because
Yeah.
they probably hooked up, got together, and was
100%.
doing all their good stuff, and
100%.
so yeah, okay.
Almost guaranteed.
Where did I stop? Part of me is curious. Part of me still remembers the hurt. Yeah. And another part is like, girl, your clock is ticking. Should I give this old flame a second chance this late in the game? Am I crazy for considering it?
I don't think she's crazy for considering it.
No. I mean, if you crazy, then I'm crazy, because I considered it and I did it, so.
Yeah, you know you crazy.
See, don't do that, because no, I'm not crazy.
You crazy for considering. No, she's not crazy for considering it, but you need to take your time.
Yeah.
That's the best advice I can give you. Take your time. Don't sleep with him, and trust God. His timing is perfect. His timing is perfect. I was talking to a young man yesterday about how, when I went out of the first marriage, I honestly felt the release from God that, I can get out. I never thought we would remarry. I thought that was it. But I told him, I was like, God was like, okay, you want to see? I'm going to let you see. And I went out there, got my heart broken, broke hearts, like went through a bunch of just stuff I didn't have to go through had I just submitted to the Lord. So loneliness, a clock, focusing on what you don't have instead of being grateful for what you do have can have you ended up in a pit. Talk about it, baby. Give her something as a woman. She talked about the pain. She remembers the pain. What now helps you not think about the pain?
Just all of the good times and what I'm seeing now and what I feel now. Like, I don't think on the hurt before, because I was hurt. There was many a nights I cried myself to sleep, like, because he didn't want me. He didn't want me to look this way. He didn't want me to fix this way. So the hurt, it was a lot of hurt, but like I said, just thinking on the good things now, what we have now and not even having to go through any hurt now. Like, your eyes is on the prize.
Does it compare?
No.
Like, does it, like, yeah, I guess that's the right question. Like, does it compare now? Like, does the hurt compare to the goodness in our relationship now?
The goodness overweighs all of the hurt. Like, if I had to say it like that, like, all of that is just builds up on that hurt, and it just less and less thought about.
I agree. Like, thinking about in the first marriage how depressed I was. Like, that anger came from depression, and it came from me actually being hurt. Like, and the rejection. Like, although she wasn't rejecting me per se, it was like just passed down of being outcast, being rejected, being all of these things that she couldn't heal me from. So if he hadn't done the work, guess what? You can't heal him. You can't change him. Don't look at the potential. Look at what it is. Hey, do you need help in your marriage? Do you need some guidance? Do you need some tools? Do you need some action plans, some steps to becoming one? Well, great news. We created a course called 7 Steps to Becoming One. How we went from teenage parents to married to divorced and then happily married again, and how we got there. We were able to sit down, record this course, share our personal testimony, right? Give you the tools, all right? Provide a lesson, then give you scripture, give you an exercise and activities to help you become one. It was fun creating this, wasn't it,
It
sweetheart?
was very fun creating it. Yep.
Why should they take our course?
What better way? Like, we've been through one marriage and it didn't work. We divorced and now we're back together. So why not let us help you? We're back on this journey again. So, like, yeah.
It was fun. It was fun. So we can help you. Real life stuff. This is not, we didn't create this course to make money. We created this course to help people. We didn't want to do it. We didn't want to write the book. We didn't want to create the course. We didn't want to do any of this. We are simply being obedient to the Father. The course is 8 modules, right? 8 weeks. You can get it done in 7 to 8 weeks, right? Depending on how fast you go, right? And you also get a digital workbook with exercises, resources, lessons, and so much more. All right. So listen, go now. To sign up for the course, go to kellyandnatasha.com. Go check it out in our store. Right? After spending some time with him, say, hey, if he does not change who he is right now, could you spend the rest of your life with him? Right? Like, if he doesn't change any part of who he is right now, can I spend the rest of my life with him? And with her, I said that. Like, if she doesn't change, I could spend the rest of my life with her. But if she does change, if she does grow, I'm going to love that part of her too. And it's impossible for her not to grow if I'm watering her. You understand that correlation? Like, she is a garden. I water this garden and I tend to this garden. It's impossible for her not to grow. It's impossible. So can he water you, right? Can he water you with the word? Can he cultivate you? Can he serve you? Can he honor you and help you grow? And he should be pushing you closer to Christ. He should never be pulling you away from him. So you need to consider those things too. If you're in a relationship or considering a relationship with somebody, are they pushing you closer to Christ, or are they pulling you away? Meaning, are they, fighting with you to remain holy and not sleep together before marriage? Or are they pulling you back? They're trying to get you. That's a huge red flag. When you agree?
Yeah.
Right? You trying to get me. Huh? Is that what you're saying yeah about? Huh?
That was one of the tests.
That was one of the tests?
Yeah.
Talk about it. What was the test?
Nothing, to see if you would,
see if I was really committed to waiting to marriage.
Right, because before, you said, you had a sex addiction. So that was high for you.
Yeah.
if I throw myself at you, like, you gonna jump on it.
Did
but
I? Did
no,
I?
you didn't.
All right, then give me my props.
I was trying. Would you let me get my statements out? Dang.
Sometimes you just leave it. You'll say, "Oh yeah, he was looking at."
Well, that's a cliffhanger, man.
You
do.
Stop it. See what I'm saying? You do stuff like that. But no, and it was very, very hard. The closer we got to the Lord, the closer we got to each other, the more attractive we got to each other.
Yeah.
And it was hard to wait. And hardest 7 months. That was the hardest 7 months of my life. But I was focused on keeping my commitment to the Lord. I knew I had to change. I knew I had to heal. I knew I had to go through this period in order to get to where he's calling me to. You know, I knew. I just had to. I had to break that stronghold. But yeah, it was tough. I was committed to, and that's not, you know, I'm not saying like, yo, I wasn't having intercourse, but we was doing other things. No, I was not ejaculating at all. I want to make that clear. I wasn't pleasuring myself, nothing. I remained pure until we got remarried. And that was my goal. And I told her, whether I marry you or somebody else, I will not sleep with another woman until I get married. And she had to see if that was true.
Yeah.
It was hard. I'm not gonna say it was easy.
You can say you were a man of your word. Good job.
Did that made you want me more?
Yes, it did.
Oh, man.
And I wanted to test you and get you, but you wouldn't break.
You didn't get me.
I didn't get you. I got you though.
No, we got each other, baby.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's the main thing. I think we answered her question. Stay prayed up. You know, stay prayed up, because the enemy can send somebody old as a distraction too, to get in the way for who God has for you as well. So
yeah.
you have to stay prayed up. You have to stay prayed up. You have to, you know, do this with God. There's no way you can do it without him and be happy and it turn out right. I know too many people didn't do it with God, and they in messed up situations, or have been in messed up situations, all because they didn't consult the Father.
Good stuff.
As a woman, give her something else. There's nothing else you can give her as a woman.
That's all I got.
As a
what
woman?
the heck?
That's it. That's all you got. That's all you got for
Oh
the
my
woman
gosh! Stop.
Come on, woman of God.
Yes, that's all I got.
It's okay.
Hey.
It's okay. Nah, but that's it. I mean, I think that's it. That's the best advice we can give you. And age don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. There's couples getting married in their 70s and 80s. It doesn't matter. I'm not saying that. I'm not speaking that over your life, but your age and that clock, forget about that. Like, God can do exceedingly abundantly above all you can ask or think. But you have to trust him. What's so funny?
I was just getting ready to say, think of Sarah and Abraham.
For sure.
That age.
Yeah, for sure. And he could do that now. Most people don't believe that, but God can do that now. You just gotta trust him. And I think about, you know, when I told you when we got divorced, I was like, yo, you are a wife. The line of dudes that want to sleep with you, that's around the corner. But the line of dudes to find a person who truly wants to be a husband and marry you and put you in the position that you're being a wife, you're going to have to wait for that. You know, you're going to have to wait for that. And not saying that that's your case, but I just want to give you that advice. Since you asked. All right. Coming up. All right, what we got coming up? Oh, tomorrow. There's Today's Wednesday. Let me see. Tomorrow we're in Villa Rica, Georgia. Come out and see us at ASOL Community Church.
ASOL.
I believe
Pastor
it
Rodney.
starts at 7 or 7:30.
7, I think.
Okay. Either way, it's on our website, right? Or you can look, see what time it starts. So we with Pastor Rodney, ASOL Community Church, Villa Rica, Georgia. Absolutely free, no cover. Come out.
7.
It starts at 7. We're doing marriage and relationship talk. We'll be signing books and refreshments and stuff will be served. So come on now. Make sure, once again, thank y'all so much for the questions. Thank y'all for the emails. Thank y'all for the comments. Thank y'all for the support. Comment below, ladies. I want to hear from the ladies. Comment below and let us know what you think that this young lady should do. Should she spin the block?
Chime in. Should she spin the block?
Should she spin the block? That's what it's called. Why you always laughing at that?
Because it just, I don't know. Should she spin the block?
Should she spin the block? Right. Also, check out our website. There's a free relationship devotional on there that you can get. All you got to do is give us your email. We email it right over to you. There's also our courses on the site. What else? We got some classes on the site. Make sure you get our books, resources, things like that. You'll be blessed. And I know you saw in the break. Listen, we would love to come be a part of your marriage event. Do a workshop, help out the couples in your church or at your event. So hit us up. We would love to come.
It's good.
It's good.
Yo.
All right. You gonna get us out of here?
I think you got us out.
That's that. All right.
Talking.
See y'all next week. Cause she don't talk. Tell y'all. Tell her she don't talk.
I don't. You just talk too much. I do. But
wow.
You just talk
if
too
I
much.
don't talk, this episode's gonna be 10 minutes. Cause you're gonna be like,
maybe they need that.
That's it. That's all I got.
Maybe they need
girl, go ahead, girl. Go ahead and jump on that. Go ahead and taste and see.
I did not say that.
You did. You said, go ahead and see. Go ahead and taste
I didn't
that. Go ahead.
I did not mean taste and see, meaning get down with the get down. Like, I didn't say that.
That's all I got for you, girl. Go ahead and taste and see.
Ooh,
if we leave it right there, it would be 10 minutes.
Oh, you get on my nerves.
Taste
Stop.
and see. Huh, girl?
Stop.
Taste
hey,
and
guys.
see.
We love you. If no one's told you today, God loves you.
You smell good, girl.
Well, stay. Yeah, stop! I can't.
Thank y'all. See y'all next week.
Hey guys, just wanted to come to you thanking you for checking out the Finally One podcast.
Listen, this is what we need you to do. We need to grow our following. So make sure you subscribe to the podcast on YouTube. Make sure you're sharing these episodes. You don't know what couple that they may help. So subscribe to us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more. You don't know who you're going to help. And make sure you're following us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
Yes, guys. Share. Help us.
Yep. And you don't know who you're going to help. So it's not about us. It's about helping couples, right?
Share. Yeah.
So share, like, subscribe. Help us get our following up.